This is a legal twist in the medical marijuana debate. Should the pot seized in a police raid be returned? The two men who want it back were never convicted of a crime. In fact, charges against them were dropped. Well, now they say the marijuana they grew for medicine should be returned to them like any other property. King 5 South Bureau Chief Drew Mickelson looks at this legal question. It raises in a new story at 6:30.
We have super silver haze. We have critical mass.
The grow room at Tacoma's Club 420 has about 20 pot plants.
This is a collective garden.
Co-owner Michael Schaaf says every ounce will be used for medical purposes, and he knows not everyone believes that.
Oh yeah, what a big lie. They're just drug dealers hiding. That's not the case. Here we are again, guys. We've been arrested. We're still in the same position.
Club 420 used to have 3 times as many pot plants, but in May 2010, police raided their facility and the homes of the two owners.
They were in full gear. Machine guns, the whole 9 yards, really freaked us out.
Police say they seized more than 80 pot plants and 11 pounds of marijuana. Schaaf and his business partner, Guy Casey, were arrested on drug dealing charges. But this past February, those charges were dismissed after prosecutors determined their informant was not a credible witness. Schaaf figured he'd get his pot back, but was told,
"Oh no, that's not how it works."
We consider that contraband, and we don't hand contraband back to what we consider drug dealers.
Prosecutors say the men had lots more pot than they should have for their own medical purposes or as providers.
If this was a simple case of a couple of guys who had cancer or had legitimate medical marijuana diagnosis and they had a couple ounces of marijuana, we wouldn't be in this position.
It wasn't contraband when it was in our possession. It was medicine. Now it's contraband.
Michael Schaaf uses marijuana to deal with an old injury and says 15,000 other patients rely on Club 420 for their marijuana. He's taking the county to court to get the pot back, but in the meantime, he's trying to get back to where the club was a year ago.
We're still not hiding, and we're still fighting, and they're not going to make me go away. If I go to jail, when I get out, I'll do it again.
Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Interesting question, but in Pierce County, when cases involving items like child porn and cocaine are dismissed, the suspects never get their possessions back. A prosecutor and attorneys for the growers will argue this case before a judge next month.